I've always wanted to meet Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
You met him?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's end on this story.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me everything. How did you meet him? What's the deal?
At TrekCon.
Yeah.
It was honestly, that is one of the most, like, whenever people are just like, oh, this person is a gentle giant, that he encompasses that fully.
I plan to live forever.
Like, he is that. Like, that is,
he's huge.
He's huge.
Yeah.
And he's also the sweetest man you've ever met in your life.
Love it.
So where we went up to him, and for one, he was at the end of he's at the end of season one of Lower Decks. He's just like, he pops in and is just like, oh my God, I'm doing a favor for Mariner. And
I'm sorry I'm late. I was watching the first Enterprise on the holodeck. You know, Archer and those guys.
just like, Frakes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Riker?
That blew my mind.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
It's like the Titan, and I think that's what like solidified us as the upstart cartoon in the Star Trek universe. But so we are at TrekCon and he's there as well, and we see him. He's humongous. He stands out in the crowd, and me and two other writers go up to him. We're like, hey, Frakes, man, we're huge fans. And he's like, oh yeah, where are you from? And he does this whole conversation. And then he's like, yeah, we just got here. We're writing on Lower Decks. And he's like, Lower Decks? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that show to come out, because this is before it came out. He's like, oh my God, you're part of the family.
You didn't lead off with that?
We didn't lead off with that.
What are you doing?
I know. But he was like treating us like fan, like, but even us being fans to him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is still a beautiful moment.
Right.
To connect with people, and he's like talking to us like human beings, not like talking down to us or anything like that.
He's got 40 years of experience.
Yeah, 40 years of experience. So of course he knows how not to like treat people like garbage, and you don't have to. And he, once he found out that we wrote for Lower Decks, like the most embracive person, he's like giving hugs all around.
You'd be surprised how far a hug goes with Geordi. Or Worf.
Like all of that stuff. He's like, oh my God, I can't wait to be a voice. And he like did it in a hush. I can't wait to voice my character.
What
and all
a little
that stuff.
beautiful little inside moment. Like he knew you knew.
Yeah. And he, went on and on about
people that would love to know.
Would love to know. And it was so nice, and it felt so warm. And like, of course, he took a picture with us and all that stuff. Like, bring it up.
How is that not on your Instagram?
It is.
How did I miss that on your Instagram? There's no way I missed that.
Yeah. It's.
You gotta be kidding me.
I think it's hidden a little bit.
I went all the way to the end.
Yeah. It's there. It's like in a.
Is it on a slide?
It's on a slide.
Man. Get the. Seriously?
Yeah. And
can I screen grab that and put it in the cut?
Okay. Of course.
That's not on the bridge, is it?
No. We got to go on the bridge though.
What?
Yeah, we got to go on the bridge.
Were you writing at Paramount when they were filming?
Yeah.
Which bridge is that?
I don't know. That's
the OG bridge.
That might be the OG one.
Were they filming a flashback scene?
I believe. This was around the time, when, either Discovery was making its rounds around. The TOS era, or
that could have been a Discovery bridge.
When they were starting. This is when they were starting Picard,
right?
Yeah, and so I think they were doing flashbacks for him. That was awesome
because they fully brought the whole TNG, actual real deck back out for the last season.
Yeah, which is, everybody was like crying when they saw them all back on the same bridge.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my God, my childhood. Oh.
I loved every second of Picard. Not every second. The first season was kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But seasons 2 and 3.
2 and 3, yeah, it was like awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the shit.
How much of a Star Trek fan are you now?
Now I love Strange New Worlds, but now I'm a big fan of like episodic Star Trek, where it is beginning and end. We found this thing. We are dealing with this thing. We figured out how to deal with this thing.
Right. One and done it.
One and done. Because it's coming from someone who watched so much of TNG, all of TNG. There is just such a calming nature to it being like one and done.
Yeah.
And I've been searching for that in the Star Trek space, and now that Strange New Worlds is out, I'm like, okay, now we're back to it.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
There's still through lines a little bit.
There's through lines. There's light through lines
Yeah.
in TNG. I mean, I feel like there's the whole part with the whole situation with him being with Picard being tortured and coming back, and you know, and him being a Borg, him being Locutus, I think that's his name, and all of Q stuff where he just like kind of pops up every so often.
I thought Q was going to be a bigger role in Picard.
Yeah.
Did that actor die? That's the only reason he wouldn't be in it.
I don't know.
Maybe they just didn't have time.
Yeah, they might not have.